Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Very interesting this debate on if you should have nuclear weapons or you should not have nuclear weapons in the current, not in the current, but I would say ever, as a country. I think you should strive as a country to make sure that you have an equalizer. Imagine that, and this is the greatest, I think, analogy or an easy analogy to understand how the world operates. There is like a schoolyard where you have, or a parking lot, but a neighborhood where you have a school, and in the schoolyard meet all kind of people. And over there you have the strongest guy, and you have everybody else. And this stronger guy, through his physical power and his aggressivity, verbal aggressivity, he's taking over. And then you obviously have people who do not want to challenge this guy, and they and let's say this guy, not only by this, but he has also a big stick that he uses. And since he have that big stick, everybody else not having a big stick, he can just push everybody around and beat everybody. But then if someone gets a big stick as well, doesn't have to be as strong as this guy, he can challenge and he can injure the big guy. Therefore the big guy avoids fighting that little guy, but because he's got a big stick. So then the point is, and everybody sees, that the big guy will not attack the little guy with a big stick, because the little guy has a big stick as the big guy, which is a nuclear weapon. So then the other countries are having basically two choices, and that's all they have. One, to be the vassal states of the big guy, or acquire and be relatively okay or safe from being bullied too much. The key words are too much. And or to say, you know what, I want to be independent and I don't want to be pushed around by that guy over there or by anybody else. And I'm going to make a big stick. I'm going to find and I'm going to create, make sure I will have a big stick. But then you expose yourself to, harassment and harassment, and in this case economic sanctions and all that. So you have many countries that were not supposed to have nuclear weapons. I mean, the United States did not want anybody to have but United States. But somehow Russia got it. Not Russia, my bad. Soviet Union got it. And then after Soviet Union got it, there's France, Great Britain, India, Pakistan, Israel, and I think that's about it. As far China. Really? Okay. So these are basically the countries that have nuclear weapons, and Israel obviously is like, oh, we don't have any, you don't have any. Okay. That, and North Korea, who obviously is the one that we're talking about right now. I think it was also South Africa who had, I think, nuclear weapons, or had a nuclear program, and they got rid of it because in 1993 they decided to pull all the weapons and shoot themselves in the foot. So North Korea is bullied and sanctioned and everything else for only one reason: has nuclear weapons and tries to be independent. If North Korea would not have nuclear weapons and it will cooperate with one country, United States of America, North Korea would be a country as, I don't know, Bangladesh, or United States would not even know North Korea exists. Let's put it like this. But since it has nuclear weapons, there's a problem. It's got a stick. And not only that it got a stick, but it's an example to other ones who might want to get a stick. So they have to make an example out of North Korea for other countries. We hear something from the little woodchuck, Mr. Kim Jong-un, the supreme leader of North Korea, from Market Watch, September 8th, who says, North Korea will never give up its nukes. Well, never say never. You know how long you will have them? You will have them as long as you really know how the parking lot or the schoolyard works, how the dynamics are. Once you think that love and happiness is the common denominator in the schoolyard or kindergarten yard or parking lot, then you screw yourself. Because once you get rid of those, anyone can do whatever they want. So you can give up your independence and do what the other guys want you to do, and maybe live a better life, some of you guys, or do what you're doing right now. The problem is, now the second club is organizing, which is Russia, China, India, on the BRICS states cooperation. So North Korea right now offered Russia about 100,000 workers, and supports Russia, recognized the breakaway republics, Donetsk and Luhansk People's Republics. So it's definitely on the side of the second club, because understands that that would be a protection for him, for North Korea, and can open up towards other countries in the second club without being afraid of the first club, United States club. So North Korean leader Kim Jong-un says his country will never abandon the nuclear weapons and missiles it needs to counter hostilities from the United States of America, which he accused of pushing a pressure campaign to weaken the North defense and eventually collapse his government. I would say that's 100% sure and true and accurate. The little woodchuck knows what he's doing, and I'm very impressed, because he came to power very young, and he did not disappoint in his sturdiness. Evil sturdiness or godlike sturdiness doesn't matter. Sturdiness is sturdiness. It's how you use it, in what kind of activities. So I think that if the moment they give up their nuclear weapons, they will be done. How can they survive? Do you think the United States would let them be as they are? They will start demanding. And once they start demanding, you can't say no. Because if you say no, you're going to be going back to where you were as a pariah. They will impose sanctions, and you will not be able to defend yourself in case they organize a little regime change. So remember, or I at least remember, when the Pakistani Prime Minister, when India got the nuclear weapon, this man said, if we are to eat grass to acquire a nuclear weapon, so be it. So if they have to be so poor in order to eat grass as food, they will endure that just to acquire the nuclear weapon. And they did, with the help of some little countries. What can you do? They all steal and provide. I mean, we know where Israel got its, right? France. No. That's why Mr. Kennedy wanted to make a little inspection in Israel nuclear program. And then, he also wanted to change the dollar and blah, 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 to bring it back to the gold standard. Remember his order? I think it was 11110. So 410. Remember? He wanted to turn back to gold. And what did Mr. Johnson did? The night Kennedy was shot, he reversed all that. He just got rid of order 11110. Just look at that and find out. That's another, unimportant thing. All right, a mafia and Oswald, my fucking ass. No. All right, so he's not gonna give up, and I hope that when he's gonna go to meet his ancestors, his followers, or his his ancestors, I don't know if he has any, not ancestors, offspring, are gonna keep the same direction and make North Korea great again. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.